Thank you so much to Hindus for Human Rights for inviting me to speak at your end-of-year strategy briefing. It's truly an honor to speak to a group so committed to universal human rights and dignity, especially during this challenging time across many parts of the world. I'm a lifelong Bharatawala. I've loved India deeply since I first traveled throughout the country way back in 1978 when I was a teenager. As a member of Congress serving on the Foreign Affairs Committee, I know firsthand the importance of India, not only for its contributions in terms of culture and science and economics, but especially as the world's largest democracy. India is one of the most diverse places in the world, but has maintained its democratic practice more or less since it gained independence 3/4 of a century ago. There are two chief lessons in this. First, it shows that it's possible to build and strengthen democracy even in a land of linguistic, religious, cultural, and ethnic diversity, even with all the difficulties that entails. Second, the lesson of India highlights that democracy is not something that can be taken for granted. On the contrary, it must be reforged and refreshened as we go along. Like the United States, India is facing severe challenges to its democratic spirit. So we need to stick together. And I'm so proud to work with Hindus for Human Rights because groups like yours are vital so that India and the United States alike maintain our commitment to democracy and human rights, even and especially in the most difficult of environments. And what I truly appreciate about your group is that you understand deeply that democracy is not just elections and campaigns, but also a respect for the rights of all, including minorities of all kinds, journalists, and activists. You know, for too long, too many in the United States thought of the relationship between our country and India in purely transactional terms, primarily due to India's status as a large emerging economy and to the calculation that India could be used to quote-unquote contain China. But I'm glad that this simplistic consensus is starting to change and a new perspective is emerging. At the heart of the new perspective is the understanding that the United States must center human rights and democracy in all of our foreign and diplomatic relationships. This thinking is certainly essential regarding India. I'm glad that Hindus for Human Rights has been at the forefront in pushing for this change in perspective and articulating a new vision here at home and abroad. Again, thanks so much for your time. I look forward to continue working with all of you on strengthening the ties between the U.S. and India and ensuring that at the heart of this relationship is a vibrant commitment to human rights for all. Thanks again. Take care.